That one got me a little dizzy, guys. What's up? It's Kyle, Casual Wizard, MTG. Modern Masters 2017 is coming out, which I'm always excited for new sets to come out, besides the fact that it makes me spend my monies, but still excited. But I'm not here to talk about Modern Masters. I'm here to talk about Aether Revolt, or Aether Revolt. I don't know how I hear both things, Aether Revolt. Either way you say it is cool with me. Let's get to some of the artwork. The art that makes me shart my pants. First off, I just want to say a lot of the artwork in this set is pretty fantastic. Overall, I just want to note that the blue, like ether color, the energy color, is awesome, especially in foil. I love it. I really appreciate all the artists and designers in this set. I keep shrinking. All the artists and designers did a really good job of establishing a rich history of the town, and it's especially on cards like, if you take a look at the mechanized production card, War of Invention. There's some really great artwork going on in the city, in the landscape, the cityscape, I should say, where it looks like the town has been there for centuries, and yet it's still updated and kept up really well. It's been a good job by the Kaladesh Parks and Rec team, keeping everything clean and historical, not letting too many chain stores like Walmart and BJ's and all those come into town and destroy the city. I have two cards that I want to point out that are my favorites. One being Daring Demolition. It's a black card, and what I love about it is there's something about the explosions and the fire on Magic cards, especially when it's juxtaposed to next to some of the blue colors. This card looks awesome. I actually haven't seen it in foil, but I imagine it's pretty awesome. The artist is Svetlin Vilanov. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, but that's how I say it anyway. The colors on the card are what really stand out for me. And then the other card would be Scrapper Champion. The lady, the champ on this, is just so badass. The wind's blowing. She's got 4 arms. You know, that's the double strike thing on the card, but she's got 4 arms, like 2 human arms and 2 of the artifice arms, and she's badass. She looks like looks like she's staring at me, or staring at you. Just look into her eyes. She's like giving you a warning not to come on her bridge, or she will kick your ass. She's not going to take your shit. Another card I kind of wanted to point out was Gifted Aetherborn. And I forgot to mention Magali Villeneuve, or Villeneuve, was the artist on Scrapper Champion. Awesome work, Magali. And then Gifted Aetherborn by Ryan Yee. It's also very high on the Casual Wizard MTG art scale. I'm going to call this like the art that makes me shart my pants. That's like the new title for anytime I talk about the art in a set. It's the art that makes me shart my pants. And finally, to kind of wrap this video up, a couple of the discrepancies. You know me, I like to look at the cards strictly based on artwork and their power and toughness, power and defense. I'm not considering the abilities of the cards. Going strictly based on the artwork, and if I think it matches their power and defense, power and toughness. I'm going with defense. I'm going with power and defense. And I have a couple discrepancies. They did a pretty good job in this set. What I noticed was all the humans in this deck are pretty much either a 2/2 or a 2/1. There's a few that are 3/2. And a few that are 2/3. Those are all fine and dandy based on their artwork. But we have a Wildfast Engineer, which is a 3/3, dude. And I'm kind of wondering why he's a 3/3. Same with a frontline rebel. He's also a 3/3. These two guys have something in common. They're both holding a tool in their hand. Here comes the ambulance. If I go quiet for a second, we're all just going to enjoy the sirens together. Okay, that's enough of that. So, Wildfast Engineer has a screw gun in his hand. The frontline rebel, he has a human, or he does have a human wrench. He has a wrench in his hand. Maybe these tools are like superpower tools. They're just kind of regular tools. I don't know why that gives them an advantage over some of the other humans in the set. Some of the other humans, such as like Sweatworks Brawler, he's a 3/3, except I believe this guy's a 3/3. I mean, he has like these superhero like metallic gloves on, and they have the ether like flowing out of it, like these Mike Tyson just beat 'em up gloves. And that makes sense to me. He doesn't have a wrench. He doesn't have a little like screw gun in his hand. Like these brass knuckle brawler gloves make sense. This dude's a 3/3. Malfist Revolutionary is another 3/3 human in the set, which I buy the artwork because I think this is a woman. And she's holding a cool sword. It's kind of like a sword that looks like, I don't know if you guys are Halo fans, but way back in the early Halo games, the Arbiter used to carry this like sword, and if you got hit once, then you would die. You can't even like defend yourself against it. But she has this sword, so I buy that she is a 3/3. So again, it's a very minor discrepancies. That's not a real thing, but whatever. And there's actually one other human card, the Windkin Raiders, which are a 4/3. And normally I would say eat shit. That's not true. But there's two humans featured in this artwork. So between the two of them, do they make a 4/3? Sure, I'll go with it. I don't love it, but I'll buy it. Anyway, those are just having fun. It's just my opinions and taste, and for entertainment purposes. Like, obviously, I love Magic and the artwork, no matter what. These are just little comments on the artwork and the power and defense. So I think that's about it for this set. I'll probably do something like this with each set. Each new set that comes out as I collect them. Some of the old sets I don't have, so as they come into my house and get put into these sad little white boxes where I keep them, I'm going to discover cards with you. I'm getting Prophecy. It's an older set next week, and once I do, I'll probably do a video on that very soon. Same kind of thing. I'm just going to talk a little bit about the financial aspect of, as you know, or maybe you don't, but I collect full sets. That's my goal, is to get every set, one of every card in Magic. You know, plain sets. I'm not doing foils or some other kind of promo cards, maybe down the line. But anyway, so I spent $207.45. And that purchased the 2 boosters, which is my standard practice. I usually buy 2 boosters of every set that comes out. And I buy the Planeswalkers decks because there's 6 cards or 8 cards, I think 6, maybe there's 8, that are actually part of the set as well, that you can only get in the Planeswalkers decks. So I have to buy those. I could buy the singles, of course, but what's the fun in that? So overall, I spent $207.45 on 2 boosters and 2 Planeswalkers decks. After that, I was missing 5 mythics and 2 rares. The most expensive card I was missing was a Johnny Unwielding, and it was about $5 to $10 range when I was missing it. Then I sold $52 worth of cards, worth of singles. And between selling those and also cards, duplicates that I had, I was able to trade to get the complete set. So basically $207.45 for the 2 boosters, 2 Planeswalkers decks. I sold $52 worth of cards. I still have about $25 in bulk and singles to sell. So when you consider all the math going on here, if you go on eBay as of yesterday, which was February 28th, you could buy a full set of Aether Revolt for $120, $119.99, $120 basically. So when you do all the math, I've spent about $150.45, give or take a couple bucks. And so basically, if I were to have purchased the whole set on eBay, it would have been $120. Instead, I spent $150 and change. So basically, that leaves me saying I spent about $30, give or take, for the experience of opening up 72 packs in the 72 packs in the boosters, and there's 4 boosters between the 2 Planeswalkers decks. So I only paid $30 for the experience of opening 78 boosters. I will take that every time. I don't know about you, but that's pretty fantastic. Of course, it's a smaller set. There's only 184 cards in Aether Revolt. So, you know, if it was a bigger set, I obviously would be left, after I opened up all the boosters, I probably would be left with needing more than just the 7 cards that I needed. So a little bit more money would go into that. It depends on your pull power. Pull power is a new thing. Pull power, if you have high pull power, that means you pull incredibly well. Thanks for watching, guys. Kyle, Casual Wizard MTG, stay magical, what the hell is my tagline? Stay magical, stay casual.